Let's talk about tartar on teeth, dental plaque, and a very useful remedy, a mouthwash that you can make at home. With regular use, this mouthwash will reduce tartar and eventually remove it forever. The bacteria living in our mouth, to protect themselves from our immune system and the antibiotics we consume, create biofilms around them. You could say they build small calcium houses for themselves. Inside these biofilms, these bacteria survive. Because of these calcium houses, our immune system cannot detect them, and they are able to live for a long time. Not only in our body, but about 95% of all bacteria live inside biofilms. If you go to a river and pick up a stone lying there, you will notice it feels slimy and slips from your hand. This sliminess comes from biofilms growing on the stone. Biofilms exist everywhere, especially in places with water, like in your saliva. These bacteria need water and sugar for nourishment. Due to the overgrowth of biofilms, bad breath begins, the mucous membranes contract, and even bleeding can occur from the gums. Because of excessive plaque on the teeth, you are forced to visit the dentist to get it removed. But if you use this simple mouthwash regularly, which you can easily make at home, you can manage it yourself. The first ingredient is baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate. When these biofilms develop in the mouth, the bacteria living inside them become highly acidic. They lower the pH level of your mouth. A low pH, especially between 3.5 and 5.5, causes decalcification. Calcium comes out of the bones and teeth, enters the system, and is then used by these bacteria to build their protective houses. This leads to calcium deficiency in the teeth, and as a result, cavities begin to form. That's why it is very important to keep the pH level of your mouth neutral. As I mentioned in the last video, eating too much sugar and disturbed blood sugar levels also increase acidity in the body. By consuming sugar, you are providing the favorite food of these bacteria and creating an environment for them to thrive. Baking soda raises the pH and makes it alkaline. It breaks down these bacterial colonies, and naturally, your saliva already contains sodium bicarbonate, which means its use has virtually no side effects. Take 1¼ teaspoons of baking soda. The second thing you need is 3% hydrogen peroxide, the brown solution you can easily find at any pharmacy. Hydrogen peroxide also destroys these bacterial biofilms. It works as an antifungal and is especially effective against Candida yeast. Interestingly, hydrogen peroxide is also naturally present in your saliva. Your cells already use it to kill bacteria. Here, we are just using a slightly higher amount of what your body already makes. Mix 1¼ teaspoons of baking soda with hydrogen peroxide in ½ cup of water. Use this as a mouthwash after brushing with normal toothpaste every day. Keep it in your mouth for 30 seconds and then spit it out. This will stop tartar from forming on your teeth. The shine of your teeth will return and they will look normal again. Bad breath will also disappear. Recently, research on vitamin K2 has come out, showing a strong connection between vitamin K2 and tartar on teeth. Vitamin K2, which works together with vitamin D3, prevents decalcification. It keeps calcium in your teeth and bones. It removes calcium from soft tissues and directs it back to the bones, preventing bacteria from using it to build their biofilm houses. I will make a video on vitamin K2 very soon, so subscribe to get updates on that. In addition, if you use chewing gum to avoid bad breath, try to find xylitol chewing gum. It may be hard to find and a little expensive, but it has anti-biofilm properties and prevents bacteria from sticking to your teeth. You can also use clove, oregano oil, or rosemary oil. Rosemary, although not commonly used here, is a herb you can even grow at home for very little cost, and it has strong antimicrobial properties. Adding turmeric and cinnamon to your food also helps, as they contain powerful phytonutrients. These have antioxidant properties, protect against diabetic complications, and reduce sugar-related issues. These are my recommendations to help you avoid dental plaque. That's all for this video. See you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.